In today's fast-paced business environment, contracts can make or break deals. Sales teams need speed, legal teams need control, and everyone needs visibility. That's where Box comes in for contract lifecycle management. We'll follow three key players through a real contract negotiation: a sales rep racing to close deals, opposing counsel protecting their interests, and in-house legal navigating the complexities in between. Let's meet our cast of stakeholders. Meet Donald. He's an account executive at Cardboard Containers who's looking to get an agreement signed with customer Granite Ridge and end his quarter on a high note. In the center lies Rachel, corporate counsel at Granite Ridge and responsible for Redlines at the organization. And last, Michael, counsel at Cardboard Containers, whose role entails catching risk and handling negotiations without slowing down deal cycles. These three stakeholders show a portion of the contract workflow we'll walk through today. But before doing so, let's briefly take a look at the workflow journey, from redline to resolution. It all begins with Donald, who submits a form that generates an agreement. The agreement is shared instantly with Rachel at Granite Ridge, who reviews and submits her redlines. Box extracts structured data and immediately analyzes the changes. When the AI detects high-risk clauses, things like indemnification or liability shifts, the contract is automatically escalated to Michael Navarro, the in-house counsel. He's alerted right inside of Box apps. From there, Box's playbook agent gets to work. It reviews the language, recommends fallback positions from the company's guidebook, and cross-references similar clauses from the past negotiated agreements. Michael reviews those recommendations, makes adjustments, and sends the updated version back to Rachel, all within Box. Once the terms are mutually agreed upon, Donald steps back in, sending the final copy for signature. After signing, the contract is preserved with the right retention and security policies applied automatically. It's even added to the reference library, enriching future reviews. So in just a few steps, powered by AI, automation, and Box's workflow, a risky redline becomes a clean, compliant, signed agreement. That's what we mean by from redline to resolution. So let's see this in action. Great news! Granite Ridge has agreed to a new services agreement on Cardboard Containers paper, and the account executive, Donald, is ready to send them the BSA. Donald kicks this process off by inputting key information, like governing law, effective date, address for his client, Granite Ridge. Donald fills out one form with these customer details. That's it. Box automatically generates the contract from our pre-approved template and shares it instantly with Rachel. No manual document creation, no email attachments, no version confusion. With the form submitted, we can make our way over to the Customer Redlines folder, where our predefined workflow has created a client folder placed in our generated document, and based on the email provided in the form, automatically shared the initial document with Rachel, our corporate counsel at Granite Ridge, for feedback. After Donald's last sync, he knows Rachel will almost certainly have redlines. Box automatically generates a contract using our BSA template, seamlessly populating it with all the information Donald submitted through the form like client name, address, and effective date. Finally, because the contract lives on Box, it automatically sits in our intelligent Box apps dashboard, waiting for review and feedback from Rachel, our customer. These no-code intelligent applications allow for easy management of assets and contracts based on information extracted from the content, and helps automate workflows and speed up deal cycles. For account executives like Donald, who work with a lot of different clients, this tool makes it easier for him to not only initiate agreements, but follow along for execution. We'll spend more time in Box apps later, but let's switch gears and jump back in with Rachel. As corporate counsel at Granite Ridge, Rachel is responsible for ensuring her company's interests are properly protected. She's just received a notification via email from Cardboard Containers and knows it's her time to shine with some redlines. While the Box and Microsoft integration allows for editing online and on desktop, Rachel prefers to download, edit the document, and re-upload at a later date. In record time, only 30 seconds, Rachel's redlines are done. Rachel's upload triggers a notification to the account team at Cardboard Containers and to senior corporate counsel at the company. It also triggers an examination of each clause included in our contract for risk, and based on these extracted fields in our Box Apps dashboard, it detects high-risk changes, support and service shifts, limitations of liability, and termination clauses. The system knows this needs escalation. The natural question here is, how is high risk being defined? That's where Box AI agents come in handy. Our agents are able to reference past executed gold standard agreements and custom instructions tailored by Cardboard Containers to reduce what is high risk and requires Michael, our senior corporate counsel's involvement. Michael is assigned to review high-risk contracts via an escalation process. Here, he can see all high-risk clauses pertaining to Granite Ridge, as well as review other lower-risk clauses from one singular view. Michael has a few thoughts on which edits he'd like to send back to Rachel, but he wants to make sure he's on the right track and within company suggestions. Using a custom AI agent created specifically for contract review, Michael asks, "Provide me a review of the customer Redline contract. Assume we have little leverage because it is the end of the quarter." Box AI doesn't just flag issues. It provides strategic recommendations based on our playbook and precedent from similar past negotiations. Michael likes the answer, but he wants to see it in the same format as the document where it's explicit about where to add or strike language. He asks the agent to create a draft language of the revised clauses with legal formatting, including strike-through and added copy in bold. This action is a huge help to him with contract negotiations. Michael makes his edits, leveraging AI suggestions but applying human judgment. The updated contract flows back to Rachel. Lastly, Michael and Rachel go back and forth on the document until they mutually agree on terms, and it's now finally time to sign. Donald steps back in, sends the clean contract for signature through Box Sign, no external tools, no security gaps. He adds in Rachel as the signee from Granite Ridge, and it is automatically sent to the director for signature. Stakeholders at Granite Ridge and Cardboard Containers complete their signatures, and executed copies of the contract are made available in the root folder. The executed contract is automatically stored with robust security controls, including restricted sharing. Retention policies are applied to prevent premature disposal and ensure proper contract lifecycle management. It joins our reference library, making future AI recommendations even smarter. The executed contract now shows in our contract risk dashboard with the final risk assessment. Donald can see his deal is closed, Michael can track that all risks were properly mitigated, and leadership has real-time visibility into the entire contract portfolio. Every contract strengthens the system, making future negotiations faster and smarter. Box streamlines your entire contract process from redline to resolution, giving teams the speed and control they need to close deals confidently. With complete visibility at every stage, you can accelerate contract cycles while maintaining the compliance and security your business demands.